amongst one of the more accomplished Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioners in this division, DC, and I know how many chokes you have in your arsenal. Offensive Jiu-Jitsu, defensive Jiu-Jitsu doesn't get much better than this guy.
It doesn't get as high level in terms of Jiu-Jitsu knowledge. He knows in every exchange that he's the guy that's processing things at a different level, from the armbar submissions that he has shown in the octagon to the beautiful guillotine chokes that he does over and over again. And don't think that he won't roll for a knee bar and get a submission. It's just constant danger when you're in the jiu-jitsu with this guy.
And even the high-level wrestlers that he's fought have paused to try to take him down because of that patented guillotine.
It's
so truly a case of pick your poison with this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. So here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George St-Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St-Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St-Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St-Pierre, he truly changed the game.
George Rush St-Pierre, ready to add to his appreciable legacy here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. And now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC lightweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, the Prodigy, B.J. Penn! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and former UFC welterweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, George Rush St-Pierre.
Herb Dean, third man in the octagon tonight.
Let's do it.
Well, it just hits different when George St-Pierre is in the building, right? I feel like I should just lay out and let that crowd marinate. I have said, in terms of per capita noise per fan, no fans are as loud as the Canadians. I can hear them tonight. Straight right is there. Well, the left hook has been there at times, not that time.
He's going guillotine.
Ooh, that's tight. Might just be a matter of time now. Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man. Great defense by this fighter.
Oh, nice combination of ground and pound here by George St-Pierre. All right, so you gotta be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Gonna try to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Ground and pound. The hammer, Mark Coleman would be proud.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
St-Pierre's back in full mount. Just over 2 minutes, round one. All right, looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley's somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Nice positional control here. And busy as he looks to improve position here. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Well, St-Pierre's in half guard. Close guard. Continuing to look for openings here with Penn on the canvas.
He's got to be careful here. Guard.
Penn's right back to the format. That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Excellent job. All over him. I thought you were going to rip that arm off and walk away with it. This round, that's what we're looking for. Want you to get this fight to the ground.
All right, so there's the end of the round. We had a big submission attempt there midway through, but largely the submission defense held it.
It wasn't tight. We thought the fight was over, but stayed patient, stayed calm, relaxed, and found his way out of that deep submission.
You ready?
All right, round two. The prodigy gets tagged by that stiff jab.
Nice block.
Well, hard to imagine we would get this late in the fight and have the BJJ practitioner not attempt a single takedown. What gives?
I have no idea. He's not even tried to get this fight to the ground. I don't know what's happening, or maybe something happened earlier in the fight that's deterred him from fighting the fight that we have come to expect from this guy. I mean, I cannot believe what we are watching. What a beautiful body kick.
All right, so the commitment to the takedown pays off. After several failed attempts, he finally gets his first takedown. Now let's see what he can do with it. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
That was nice.
Good work from the top here by St-Pierre. Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively. Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Penn's in half guard now.
Great shot from the top position.
Another ground and pound strike lands. All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Yeah, smart adjustment, yep. Nice transition.
Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity here in round two. All right, we're operating inside the closed guard now. 10 minutes in the books.
All right, sit down, buddy. Deep breath. All right, get into one. Slow that heart rate down. All right, here we go.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage and might as well use it.
Nice leg kick.
Looking to establish the jab here. Nicely done by GSP.
Beautiful kick to the body.
Well, he continues to do a nice...
Oh, nice double leg, yes. Beautiful transition.
All right, has the guard closed here. St-Pierre's in half guard. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by GSP. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again.
Oh, right in the mount.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count. All right, feet on the hips here. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by George St-Pierre.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be there.
About 2 minutes here to go in round three. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Well, good dexterity and movement here on the ground to avoid any further damage, courtesy of that ground and pound. Nice job off of his back by St-Pierre. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Less than a minute to go in the round. Quick hip movement there, and he does indeed get back to his feet. Nicely done. Oh, he just continues to pour it on. He has been aggressive all night long with his striking. Gotta be careful here to not empty the gas tank. So far, so good, though, in this round. Nice punch from the clinch by Penn. Checks the leg kick. And again, he shoots for a takedown here. Nearly got the fight to the ground, but once again, the takedown defense holds up.
But he knows this. He knows that in order to finally get the fight to the ground, he has to be patient and he's going to have to be committed. If he thought that he would get every takedown he shot, he would not find the success that he intends to get.
Excellent pace last round. He doesn't know you have a whole nother year.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the highlights. He has had his kicking game going early and often tonight.
I mean, on point, right? He knew that this was going to be a way for him to take control of this fight. He's used those kicks to really put him out ahead, and I'm not sure if his opponent has the ability to adjust and stop him from landing these over and over.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Good straight hand there by Penn. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now, because he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward. Oh, nice.
Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan. This is a terrible position.
Big combination here of ground and pound strikes. Nice work by Penn. Oh, he's got his back. Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Penn.
There it is. Now he's running him out. You have to be so well-rounded once you get to the top of these divisions. You cannot just be a knockout guy. You got to be able to change it up if you find yourself in this situation that he's in right now.
All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful.
He passes to half guard.
Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. All right, north-south position now. We'll see who transitions first. Penn's got a bruise appearing on that left side now. Got to think that bodily investment is going to pay dividends later in the fight. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by St-Pierre. And there it is, another strike. Gets through on the ground. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. All right, side control now. Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Block! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
All right, 20 seconds to go in the round.
That was a slick transition.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Horn sounds for the end of round 4. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Fifth and final round. Well, the Prodigy gets caught by that straight hand.
Trading huge shots. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by George St-Pierre. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Side control is pretty safe there.
All right, he's got him in the north-south position now, DC. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this.
Yes, they have to be mature about the fact that this is a real fighting position, and the guy on top has a lot of opportunities to finish. If he's going to attack this north-south choke, he's got to drive that shoulder deep into his neck, really start to sink his weight away, which will in turn cut the oxygen from his opponent, allowing him to get the finish. Oh, you got to be careful there, yep.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Takes his back now. Oh, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Landing strikes nicely here from top position.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys. Watch the arm here.
Ooh, that's tight. I'd be tapping.
It's starting to get really tight in there.
Oh, that has got to be it. No way. He got out.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. Fight was done. He loves to fight on.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Well, how about the movement off of the back? Nice job to avoid the ground and pound here by Penn. Oh, and there it is. Was only a matter of time. That ground strike has cut him open.
Great submission defense on display tonight.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by GSP. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here.
Oh, slick reversal right there.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
The official decision is in. Bruce Buffer has it.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 48-47, 49-46, and 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, George Rush St-Pierre!
All right, so another dominating effort out of the UFC Hall of Famer George St-Pierre. No surprise as the scorecards are rendered. GSP across the board.